I was very tempted to stuff a cookie in my mouth to try and see if I could finish it before having to go on mic, but I decided against it because I doubt you would want me to just... I doubt you would want to just hear the noise of just me just starting like, "Hey guys, just you know. Oh, but it's so tempting. I'm staring at the cookie right now. I can save it for later. Hey yo guys, how are things going? I've been a busy boy. I got a job now, part-time. But I decided that I finally wanted to get some money. It's not like I've been trying for like the past 6 months to try and get a job, but hey, I finally got one. So, you know, put it on the CV, get that experience, and get as much moolah as possible while the holiday season is about. So yeah, I do have a video. It's actually the video, but I decided to also say that I was streaming, which is kind of a bad idea. But I'll probably do a separate video actually doing a proper update, just in case people haven't seen it, because it's not a good idea to put update next to a at least in the same place as a live stream announcement video. So yeah, I'll be sure to do that separately at some point. Also, another thing I need to do, I really need to set it up, and this will take some time, so it won't be immediate. I need to set it up so it plays what's on is, like, actually playing, like, in the pre-stream. Because I know that's a thing that you can do. You can finagle it. There's like, cheap ways you can do it, and there's, like, really good ways that you can do it with, like, coding. But that's gonna have to be something that I have to do, like, in the future. So... that will have to wait. Anyway, hello Dragon, hello Yuna, hello Scotty. Regulars here today, that makes me happy. We're going to be playing Soulcalibur VI, because this game got a Season 2, and that gives me an excellent excuse to play this game again. I love Season 2 and big patches and new characters and fighting games, because that means it gives me an excuse to stream them. Because, it's such a niche genre, and I don't care. I enjoy them. And, of course, hello there, mysterious person who I do not know, which is why I gave you the VIP sign. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Guys, in chat, be nice to my buddy Alex. He said he was going to watch me today, despite missing all of the other times I've streamed, the amount of times I've viewed him. Yo, and my other friend, Josh, how's it going, dude? Of course you couldn't stay away from the Soul Cows. Ah, God. Josh, actually old roommate for my first year at, housemate for first year at, university, and then he used to frequent our house so often that he might as well not have moved out in the first place. He's really good at Soulcalibur, which means I got someone who actually knows how to play the damn game watching me, which makes me nervous. Regardless, it's been about... when was the last... no, it wasn't even last patch. It was like 3 patches ago, probably, that I last played this game. When Amy came out, that's when I last played this game. I'm just gonna simplify it. So, I kind of, like, stepped away from Soul Cal. I kind of made, what am I trying to say? I kind of made, Tekken my go-to fighting game. That's the one I dedicated time to, and Soul Calibur kind of fell by the wayside. I was never too interested in Soul Cal before Soul Cal 6. And even with Soul Cal 6, I'll admit, I was struggling to try and get to grips with the game mechanics, but I've always wanted to give it another go. So, here we are, again, here. I'm gonna do training now, so I can put something on the damn screen. Check Facebook. I promise I've made up for it in Facebook chat. Oh god.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Oh god, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm gonna check this right now. What is this? What have you done? Here we go. Ah, you actually remembered. Thanks. Well, unfortunately, it's too late, so I gotta play the PS4 version, because that's the one that I paid the DLC for. But I will get the DLC for... guys, all these guys play on PC. I play on PS4, because I decided to be nice and get the PS4 version while I was at university helping run Fight Club so they could play the game. And now I'm paying for it, because now I'm away from Fight Club, and there's no one local that can play with me, so I have to play online. Sad times. Anyway. Right, so if anyone watched the BlazBlue stream that I did last week, I'm pretty much going to do a similar approach. I'm basically just going to go through training mode a little while, go through the patch notes, see what's changed with characters that I used to play, see if I got one that I like. I'll try out Hilda a little bit, just because she's new. I don't expect her to become a mainstay. But, you know, I am vaguely interested in her. I think she's cool with her knight armor. And I think I'm going to play her first, because I think I put the game in Japanese audio. What do her colors look like? Whoa, hello! That's a completely different hair model. That looks dope! That one's actually pretty good too. I forgot they added new colors as well to characters. And some new models? Or at least changes in hairstyles? Huh. Yes, I did change it to Japanese voices. Specifically for Hilda. I don't like her English voice. I think it should be deeper. I get she's supposed to be young, like younger, because this game takes place before she appears in 3, I think it was, that she came in, or was it 4? I don't know my Soulcalibur. But I don't like they gave her a super high-pitched voice. I still think it should be like at least a little bit deeper. But hey, that's just me. When did Soulcalibur VI came out? Last year? I think it was last year, wasn't it? The Japanese voices are superior in Soulcalibur. Hey man, who's got like, what, how many hours have you played this game now? Way more than me. Oh god, that's right, 8-way run. I can just press up and down and then I can move sideways. That's so weird. There's some skills from Tekken I can bring on over to this game, but there's a lot that I can't. Alright, so Hilda's new, so I don't have to go over patch notes, so that's kind of nice. Yo, Risk, glad you can make it too, buddy. You're hyped to play Tira and Astaroth? Yeah, you did used to play Tira and Astaroth. Not Yoshi? Used to really like playing Yoshi also. Don't know what Yoshi got. I mean, every character got new stuff, so everyone's got a little bit of something. Only about 275 hours. Still more than me. I got about that amount of time on Tekken now, so I think I played my 3000th game a few months ago when I was checking my data, so I'm getting up there in Tekken. Anyway, right, now, here's the question. How the hell am I going to go through this move list? Can you do the thing in Tekken where you can put the move up, or can you only press X to see them do the move for you? Because I kind of want to feel the move myself, but, you know, if I could just do this, I guess this would be the easiest way, even though... Wait, hang on. Okay, it'll be up and down on the D-pad, and then left and right to switch between vertical. Okay. You can't pin moves like Tekken for some reason. Yeah, I thought so. That sucks. Right, so I guess the most logical way to do this is horizontal moves, then vertical moves. Probably should explain this. There's people in here that might not know Soulcalibur. For people who don't know, 4 face buttons are A is horizontal, B is vertical, K, which is kick, and then G, which is guard. You actually have to hold guard as a move in order to guard in this game, which will throw me off immensely when I actually start playing matches against people. I guarantee you, first like 3 matches, I'm going to try hold back to block, and it won't happen, and I'll get my ass kicked because of it. But yeah, so should probably go through, yeah, horizontals first. So that's high, 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 so pretty standard A. Then A, press forward, which is a quick high. I'm guessing that's true combo. Forward A, which is also high. Wow, a lot of highs. Okay, that's dope. That's right. Probably should explain this with Hilda. Hilda's gimmick is if I hold down the A button and then let go after a set amount of time, I hit them with a move and then my right arm starts glowing. Or like, I guess I should say the sword starts glowing. For Hilda specifically, A is sword moves. and B is the spear. So if I do the same thing with spear and let go, I get a buff on the spear. And basically, once you have the buff, you can do certain moves that she's not able to do regularly. And I'm guessing, Josh, if you don't mind confirming, I'm guessing when she's in Soul Charge mode, she always has the buffs. If I had to take a wild guess with how other characters work in this game. You know what? I could check that right now. Won't be able to watch the stream, ad freezes and never leaves. What? Ah, that sucks. Oh, god damn it. Why does it always reset my buttons? Alright, hang on. You're supposed to be that. You're supposed to be that. You're supposed to be that. Why does it never freaking save my buttons? I had the same thing happen on BlazBlue also. It sucks. Alright. Those are my buttons. So, does she have the... Oh, she doesn't actually have it. Unless I'm doing... Hang on. Is it AAB? Oh, no. It's forward, AA. Oh, no. She doesn't actually have the buff all the time, even in Soul Charge. Huh. So, I still have to gain the buff even when not in Soul Charge mode. Interesting. Yep, there it is. Okay. So, slightly toned down. AKA... high, mid, low. That's pretty good. AKB... which is 2 mids and a side switch, and also probably ring out move, if I had to take a wild guess. Hilt Strike, which is a down forward A, pretty simple. Special low, which is pretty much most characters' special low. Standard low. Guess that moves up to the left a little bit, so slightly different from standard AA. AK, which is hide and mid. And while crouching. And then while rising. Nothing too... Yeah, nothing too crazy there. This is the move that gives her a buff on the sword. And she has a few different versions. Oh, one of them actually has a follow-up. Hang on, I want to try that. Oh, do I have to press forward? I know. What was that? A forward. Whoa! Okay, that was something new. Okay, forget about that. Huh, interesting. Do I have to be holding forward while I let go? Kind of feels like it. I know. I think I do. Huh. That's pretty dope looking, though. Oh god. Damn it. It's not L1, R1, it's down on the D-pad. That's still a little bit weird. Get back to where I was. Oh, it has it's a just hit also. Ah, that's why you have to press, that's why you have to press AB. You have to do it on the hit. Right, got it. Yo, what's good, Agent Cat? Glad you can make it too. Oh, and Anthony, you made it also. Looking forward to BoJack Horseman Series 3 and Archer Season 4 and D-Max in 2 nights. Looks like it's been cancelled. Oh, that sucks, man. Guess that means you just have to look at me instead. Good for you. Alright, so... Okay, of course she has a back release also. That's also a, what do you call that move? BA? Break action? Is that what it's called? Something like that? The Blue Spark. Blue Spark move. It's one of those. And then unblockable. Guard Breaker. God. I was going to say Guard Breaker, And then I went, nah, it's Soulcal, they probably have a fancy name for it. No, it's literally just called Guard Breaker. So that's the same as... Shut up, you didn't see me press R1 again. So that's the same as that, but you have to hold it for... Oh god, this is weird. Okay, so that's the regular version. But then if I hold it for a while... Wait, hang on. Can I do this? What do I actually have to hold for a while? Just A? Do I just hold it? How long do I have to hold it for? That should be interesting. Or maybe it's not A. Maybe it is back. Maybe if I just hold A and back for a while. Or it just doesn't work entirely. More testing needed. Anyway, let's just move. I'll probably not move. I'll probably not use that. So. And then there's one while crouching. Which is a lethal hit. Huh. That's pretty interesting. But pretty standard looking while rising A. You just charge it instead. Oh, you say finally did all I could in FF10 and now I can move on to the next game on PS4. Good for you. FF10 takes a while to do the stuff in that game. Especially if you're going for everything. Especially new with the FF10 on PS4 with like Dark Aeons. That's like ridiculous. Anyways, pretty standard BB. Oh my god. Oh god, I wish L1 R1 changed the... Okay, I'm gonna take my hand off L1 and R1 so I stop making the same mistake. Alright, she's got a press B, then quickly press forward, then B, which is... Wow, that has some range. I mean, it's a spear, so that makes sense. Pretty quick high. That seems like a pretty decent mid option. Starts with a high. And then BBB, which I think... Wait, that ends with... Hang on, does that naturally end with a spear charge? Oh my god, it does. Huh. But it ends with a high, so they can duck it if they're good enough. And they could probably also guard impact the third hit. So it's one of those things you shouldn't go to too often. Standard launcher. Pretty fast mid, gets you into crouching. That's actually a pretty damn fast low. L crush. That's a far-reaching mid. Got one while crouching. Got a stun move while crouching. While rising, BA. Mid to high. Guessing that's true combo. Guessing that's also true combo. To get them on the ground. Jumping, facing away, facing back. And down. Hold B, then release. So she's got the same stuff as... Whoa, okay, that's a side switch and a bring out option. Oh, that looks dope! Does that have a just frame also? Oh, that doesn't have a just frame? Hang on, I want to try that. Wait, you have to... That's right, you have to hold forward first and then let go. Or not. When do you want me to hold forward, video game? Is it afterwards or during? So I don't think you can change... I don't think you can, make up your mind. But anyway, it looks dope regardless. Freaking how to the moon. Oh, you didn't do everything? You didn't beat all the Dark Aeons? Dark Yojimbo is not happening. I mean, if you have enough money. Lethal hit, break attack, also has long range and mid properties. Same as the A one, so that one can also apparently guard break, not guard break, be an unblockable if you hold it long enough. And then she has a while rising also. Okay, so that's the verticals. Then kicks. Yep, that is indeed a kick. Forward kick. Actually, wow, would that ring out? That would probably ring out. Metal kick. Okay, it probably means metal because it's her greaves that's hitting. Oh my god, I just realized she has freaking, Okay, I know that... What are they called? Spolders? Those things on the back of her heels? I know those were before cowboy times, but come on, they're so synonymous with cowboys. I'd almost say that's a little much. They didn't have that ingenuity in medieval times. They wouldn't have thought of that. They probably did, and I just don't know. Anyway, onwards to my, onwards to my original point. I like to think they were saying metal kick, like this is what metal like fans do. I don't know. I feel like metal fans would just randomly kick people. And then she has a pretty dope follow-up with sword up. Shadow kick, standard low. Low to mid. Probably not a true combo. And then low to... Yeah, okay. Low to low or low to mid. So it's a mix-up. So it's not a true combo, but yeah, they have to choose. And then mid to high. Yeah, so low to mid, low to low, or mid to high. Okay. One more crouching. And then another one while crouching. She has a sweep. Which has a just hit if you have spear art. Okay. While rising, pretty standard kick. During jump, facing away, facing back. I probably should actually see the animation. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. And then back to kick. Okay. Standard AB, which most characters have. I think every character has. Which is their standard, like, guard break move. Which has a lethal hit, which makes sense. Eruption. Which I think is only an unblockable if it hits. Yeah, it's only an unblockable if it hits. Unless... Does it become an unblockable if, No. No, it does not. I mean, the video game would tell me, but, no, it does not. Alright. Golden Heart. She gets a Leo Tetsuzanko. Okay, that's not actually the same as Leo's Tetsuzanko. That's more... You know what? No, you know what that is? That's Claudio's shoulder. That is actually Claudio's shoulder. That's the exact... It's the exact same input, also. Huh. They're called spurs. That's... What did I call them? Pauldrons? Spoldrons? Something like that? You're totally right. They're called spurs. I am a man who knows about the things that knights wear. It was also something to do with horses, I think. Regardless. Move on. Mirror Strike. It's a guard impact move. Does it guard impact everything, or... Guard impact versus high and middle. Okay. Then with Sword Regalia, oh, you get just you straight up get a mix-up. So even if you don't hit with the guard impact move, you can just go straight into that. Okay. Burning Blade, which is a lethal hit. Interesting. Iron Tower, which is one of the most amazing anti-airs in the game, apparently. 2B players, beware. Yeah, that thing. It's literally the anti-2B move. I saw a post by Kayane, who's a pretty prolific Soulcalibur player, about it. And then there's a lethal hit version, which is only in training. Royal Windmill, Needle Talon. I like that. You could probably use that on the ground also. Use the momentum of the spear to like do a shoulder charge. That's pretty dope. That's probably a combo ender. And double avalanche, which puts him in the stun state. And calamitous sword. Ah, that's to get. Yeah, that is to get your charges. And I'm guessing. Yep. Same for the spear. While charging soldier charge. Okay, now that's a Leo move. Huh, gets a break attack while facing away. And then gets her taunt. While running A. Sidestep A. Back A. Which is different. Interesting. While running B. Sidestep B. Which leads to air combo. Interesting. Stub your toe backdash. While running K. Gets a sweep on the sidestep. Tornado kick. That's so needlessly. It's like. There's a quick little pulse spin. It's so needlessly like flashy. I mean, I guess you could say that with most fighting game stuff. Forward AB seems pretty standard. Does have a lethal hit though. But it does go into a break attack, and you can delay it. Okay, so there's stuff there. Super long reaching forward B plus K. Break attack, sidestep BK on hit. And then that's her regular unblockable. And then, of course, you get sliding. And that seems to be it. Standard throw, back throw. Side throw. Left throw. Back throw. Straight up suplex and command throw. Oh, she gets a follow-up while soul charged. Huh. You could probably go into combo after that. Like, she has a few moves like that, right? Unless that's, no, that's probably not combo, that's probably for ring-outs. And then standard throws, and then lethal hit attacks. And then just because we can, let's show off her critical art. Man, that's pretty dope. This is a character which I might try out. Not today, though. I have others that require attention. Ones that I've spent more time with, and I need to see what's changed with them. One that I've spent more recent time with, one which I neglected for so long.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Probably should do her first. Alright. Where are you? Hello, old friend. How are you today? How have you been treated these past few moons? Man, she's got the new color. She's got a red color now. It's like begging for me to play her. Man. So cool. Not cool. That's not the right word. So Jeanhua. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I want to beat up on Killick. It's canon. Oh wow, you got a super edgy motherfucker skin. Alright. And let's go to... I like this stage. Let's go to this one. Alright. So it's been a while since I've played Jeanhua. There's some stuff I do remember. There's some stuff that I don't remember. So, Jeanhua's deal is that she has a bunch of different stances which are used for mix-ups. She has that move, which used to annoy the shit out of people because apparently it was too good at ring-outs. Probably was, but it was super fun. And then it got really bad because then they decided to balance it by making it go in only one direction. However, now she can choose what direction it goes in, which is right around the time where I stopped playing her. How do I do that? Swallow's Blade, Swallow's Reverse Blade. Is that how I do it? I think that's how I do it. Yeah, okay, so that's how I do, okay, so that's how I do it to the left, and then forward A plus B, then A plus B is how I do it to the right. Okay, makes sense. Also, wait, I completely forgot. I do not like your Japanese voice. I'm gonna change that quickly. Sorry, Josh. You have your preferences, but, I need my Wendy Lee. I like my Wendy Lee, even though she sounds extremely Wendy Lee in this game.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Alright, let's get back to business.
Let's do this.
Kill it. Put on your edgy skin because you're a super edgy boy now. You like darkness or nightmare or something. I don't know what your story is. You know, I really don't care. I really don't care what your story is. I'm not gonna lie. I've never cared for Keelik. I just loathe the time whenever I have to fight him. Alright. And let us scroll. Okay, now I have to deal with patch notes. I have no idea how I'm going to incorporate this into relearning characters. In theory, I should just start from the beginning and just go through her attacks one by one. That being said, I am way too impatient, and I want to know what new stuff she got. Oh, that's right! I completely forgot about the other mechanic, which I probably should have done with Hilda when I had the chance. And also all of her soul charge stuff, but I went through basics and I want to get this train rolling. Alright. So, basically, now in Season 2 for Soulcalibur, that does not reset my soul gauge for some reason. Every character... So, beforehand, in order to get into Soul Charge, you had to do this. And it was always a defensive move, because it would knock them away, it would reset neutral, so there would be no advantage for anyone. And then once you got your Soul Charge moves, you then had to try and get the one-up on your opponent in order to actually make use of Soul Charge moves. Now there's an offensive way to get into Soul Charge, which is quarter circle forward ABK. And it's a different move for each character, so that's Jeanhua's. I'm guessing that's a mid. I'm guessing that's a mid stab with pretty good range. Windswept Blossom. Which, oh, it has a follow-up? Wait, really? Hang on. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh my god, you just go into that move? Really? Huh. And then you can go into different stances. Really? Well, I guess that plays into her game plan pretty well, so makes sense. But yeah, Jeanhua's thing is that she can go into stances like this, into that, and then basically mix up the opponent, and it was super fun. And then they nerfed the shit out of her, and then they made some of her moves less fun. But now apparently she's fun again, so let's see what you got. What did you get? Let me see. You got 2 new moves. So, new actions for Season 2. New commands have been added. Oh, wow, you have... Holy shit, you have a lot of new commands. AKB. But you have to do it really fast. Like that? Huh. Yeah, didn't you have... Yeah, you had a mid from that before. And I'm not sure if you had anything else. But now you can go to a low. Interesting. Oh no! This one's also new. So she basically just got a follow-up to this move. Interesting. Okay. And I can't get to stance from that. Silent... Feng Yun it faints into Silent Jishen. Oh no, I can get into stance from that. It's just not the move I thought it was. Then Mushang, Wall Rising... Wait, really? Oh, that can go into stance now? Okay, interesting. So now I can get into stance from crouching. That move, which is the bane of every person's existence. And then I can also do it while crouching. Huh. That was a standard move before. That was the only thing that she could do from that. But now... Okay, interesting. While crouching, done that one. During playful Xingchen. Playful Xingchen was... Oh, shit, which one was it? I think it was the one where you press down. That is definitely new. I did not have that before. So, what was that? Mid? Mid into something? I'm gonna have to find this shit out. Oh god, where would her stance moves be under? Wall Rising, no. No. Silent Sheng, shit, where do stance... God, where do stance moves go under? Lethal Hit, no. Special moves. During playful Zishen. It's a low mid. Okay. Low mid. That's pretty good. And you can delay it. Pretty much like some of her other moves from that. Okay, Serene Echo. Silent Zishen during playful Zishen. So I can go back to Silent Zishen. I think that's what that means? I can. So I can go from Silent Zishen, which is that one, to Playful Zishen, which is that one. And then, I'm pretty sure she could do this before. I think she could do this before. I honestly can't remember. But then I can go back to Silent Zishen. So basically, I can do mix-up into mix-up into mix-up if I really want to be an asshole. Or I could just, you know, press a button and stop me from doing it. But, you know, if I get them into a point where they're scared of what I can do, then that's a pretty good position to be in. And then Burning Lotus Blade, Playful Zishen, BB. So... which is a launcher. Okay, so all of her new moves are on her stances, which makes sense, because that's her main strength. Okay, and then she's got a new grab against crouching opponent. This move can now be used for... Oh no, that's the same grab she had before, but now she can use it from stance. So I can go... I can do that. Okay, so the mix-up is real. Because I think the only grab she had before... Yeah, the only grab she had before was that. Or at least that was the big one, because that... Because that goes into super. So, now, if they try to duck that, in order to not get hit by the super, I can go into the crouch version, which is good. Because that was my main fucking problem with Zhenghua before, was because, you would get into... You get into stance, and then you would be like, alright, I'm gonna mix you up, and then they would just have options to just beat out the mix-ups, and I was like, oh. Well, okay then, so what was the point of me getting... I mean, there is options. There is lots of options that I need to remember when you're actually in stances and mix-ups. But I was frustrated. I remember being frustrated because I felt like it wasn't enough, and they, I don't know, I guess devs seemed to agree, or they felt like they needed to up her stance game a little bit. So now she has more options, which I think is good. I think that's what she needed. So that's pretty dope to me. Yo, what's up, Andrew? Glad you can make it. Everyone's here for Soulcalibur Fun Times. Let me actually do this so I can properly look at chat while going through patchy notes. Yo, Twitch, are you gonna do me a solid and try to take into account that I can't see the chat? Okay, there we go. That's better. What's that, Daddy Nia? He looks like Daddy Nia. I can assure you, this guy is nowhere near as cool as Daddy Nia. Papa Nia is so much cooler. I need to win that damn Twitch student giveaway so I can reclaim my 3rd place bits. I'm down to 5th place. Well, what can I say? I just enticed it out of people, I guess. Probably. Alright. Probably shouldn't even go into behavior adjustment stuff but until I actually remember what the damn moves are. That is not what I wanted to do. The Spirit. So, that is the weirdest break attack because it's from crouching down forward BK, and it's a low. I mean, I guess it works. Fix an issue in which not holding K to perform while crouching BK would perform while crouching. So apparently there was something where you would not hold. Hang on. While crouching would perform while crouching. Oh, there were times where it just wouldn't work if you tried to do a move. Okay. While crouching AA, extended timing, which you can repel the opponent's attack by 2 frames. So that's... Hang on. No, come on. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that move got basically more guard impact time. Probably won't help out in the long run. It's not our best while rising, but it's fine. While crouching AA, during jump A and sidestep A plus B, enlarge the hitbox and adjust the tracking in order to reduce instances in which the attack would unintentionally miss. This move! I remember that being a problem. Yeah, this move. I would try to go for this, and sometimes it would just straight up whiff. I actually remember that, and it pissed me off so much. During jump A. I mean, yeah, that's whatever. There we go. God, you have to do... Okay, you have to do it that way. Okay, interesting. And then, while crouching AA. Never use that move too often, but this one's a big one. Okay, that one, so it won't miss as much unintentionally. Okay, that's cool. Also, yesterday's BB tag clip was Pog. You talking about mine, or are you talking about, are you talking about yours? I actually don't know which one you're talking about. Because if you talked about mine, it was pretty, as they say, as the kids say, Pog. No, it still sounds gross when I say it. Alright. Forward, A plus B. Enlarge the hitbox to make it easier to contact with the opponent. I think, is that during combo? At the intended time. That probably helps with combo, because I remember this move being important for some combos. I think they were quite specific. During Silent Jishen B plus K, fix an issue which kick moves would not be repelled. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Oh, it's just the, okay. It's just the guard impact move. Alright, so makes it more consistent with kicks. Alright, fair enough. While crouching, A plus B. Fixed an issue in which this attack would sometimes be incorrectly treated as a counter hit, which is technically a nerf, but that's fine. Oh my god, she got so many balance adjustments. And most of them are buffs. There's some nerfs, we'll get to those. Silent Shen. Shifting the stance now increases the soul gauge. That's pretty big. How much the soul gauge increases varies based on the command used to enter the stance. Makes sense, so I can't just go AA, then... Yeah, I can't just go AA and then into, Okay, makes sense. But if it increases the soul gauge, then I'm gonna have meter for days, and you know what move I'm gonna use that meter on? This one, because it's the fastest super in the game. I think, I'm not sure, last time I played it was the fastest super in the game. It was like 10 frame startup, which is ridiculous. Alright, so I gain more meter, and this change does not apply to commands that shift you to play full Shen. Alright. So I have to go to Silent Shen, not Playful Shen. Makes sense. I have to remember which moves actually get me into Silent Shen. But yeah. So basically, I gain meter when I do this. Okay, that's pretty big. Forward A, change the opponent's behavior when the first hit attacks, and increase the stun inflicted by 4 frames. Sped up the start of the second attack by 4 frames. Increase the length of the stun inflicted by 2 frames when the second attack is guarded. So that move's pretty... I remember this move being pretty decent. I mean, it started with a high, but it went to a low. It's now even better. Okay. I'm a fan. Forward A plus B, back A plus B, and down AB. Adjusted the move to now restore guard stamina when a lethal hit is triggered. Okay. That's pretty big. So basically all of her guard impact style moves. Basically, this was the other big part of Jeanhua's game plan, is forward AB, down AB, and back AB, because each of them would guard impact something different. And you would have to try and read your opponent to try and guard impact them as often as possible, if you got the right read. And the big deal with this is that all of those moves, when you guard impacted them successfully, is they would go into their lethal hits. So the fact that when they restore guard stamina when a lethal hit is triggered, that's pretty much what you want to do with them anyway. So you're basically getting a bigger reward for getting the lethal hits, which is cool. I like that. During jump KK. Why does this have so many? Hang on, what was a jump KK? Oh, that move! Yeah, with the follow-up. I just need to press up and the button. I don't need to guard. I don't know why I'm guarding and doing it. But yeah, no, this move's, yeah, no, this move was important for combos. The following adjustments have been made to the move more valuable in stun combos. Enlarge the hitbox and adjust the tracking in order to reduce instances where the attack would be unintentionally miss. Change the opponent's behavior when the second hit of the first attack lands as a counter hit. That's very specific. I kind of want to see that. Hang on. Counter settings, attack. Oh, okay. So that's what it looks like normally, and then if only the second one hits. That has a hitbox. Holy damn. Still have to be pretty close, but... And sped the attack startup by 2 frames. So it's just better. Maybe even can throw it out in neutral every so often to try and get that second hit. Probably not the most reliable move, but its main purpose was a combo extender, so they made the combo extension properties of it better. I'm not complaining. Alright, so... what next? Oh! This grab? This grab right here? That's actually pretty good. Just the move now to restore guard stamina. Cool. I'll take it. During Silent Shishen and playful Jaya Shen, probably butchering those moves. That move, which is probably one of her fastest option from. Yeah, because that's pretty slow. I'm pretty sure this was her fastest option from that stance. Change the opponent's behavior when an attack lands as a counter hit, making follow-ups attacks possible. Oh, you can use it. So it's her fastest move? You totally can. I don't know what you would follow it up with. Maybe that? Oh, whoops. Nah. I don't know what you would follow it up with. Oh god, seriously? That doesn't even... Ah, that sucks. I would have to try and figure out what to follow it up with, but, okay. That's enticing. Now it's actually a counter hit move. And since it's her fastest option, that's actually pretty good. At least from that stance. Down AG, then BK. That would be... when you get them force them into crouching. Please crouch for me. Oh, whoops. Crouch normal. Yep, it's totally that move. Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. Oh god, that was a just frame. I remember it. It's a little bit before. Yeah, there it is. The following adjustments were made to mitigate the large difference between performing the move with and without exact timing. Increase the move's base damage, added scaling to the move's combo damage. This applies also to the new commands during Silent Shen and Playful Jishen. Alright, so they added scaling, which is a nerf, but they increased the move's base damage. So if you just use it regularly like this, I think what they're saying is if you're able to get the just frame timing, then that should scale less. So what was that with just frame timing? That was 88, and then let's do it without just frame timing. 82. So a little bit of scaling. Alright, stand up for me, please. Right. And then forward, BB. So this one's also buffing enough. Decrease the opening after the first attack by 2 frames. Oh god, this move. This move was super good. So decrease the opening after the first attack. So there's less time for them to guard impact it. Change the opponent's behavior when the first attack is guarded, and increase the stun. Okay, so that's good. Increase the length of stun inflicted by 6 frames when the second attack is guarded, so that's good. Reduce the distance between the character and the opponent when the second attack hits, so that's bad. And decrease the amount of guard stamina the attack reduces. So those 2 are nerfs. But if they guard it, then I gain, so it's more safe on guard, if I'm reading that correctly. Increase the length of stun inflicted by 6 frames when the second attack is guarded. So yeah, okay, so I'm just almost getting to the nerfs. Her buffs, like, they super want you to use her stances more. Like, all of her new moves, a lot of the buffs are to do with her stances. There's also a lot of fixes to do with, like, combos and moves missing. Like this one, which missed all the goddamn time, and apparently they fixed it, so now it doesn't miss. Which, thank fuck if it does. if it doesn't miss anymore. I got so pissed off every time it would miss when I sidestepped the move. Anyway, but yeah, they super want you to use her stances. That's how I get into it. That was the fastest way. But yeah, she's got a whole load of new moves. So that's pretty exciting. Right, so this move better when it hits and when they try to guard impact the second move. So overall, I'd say the buffs outweigh the nerfs. I mean, I'm saying this as someone who doesn't know Soulcalibur. This move was always, like, one of her go-tos to get in. And the fact that they have less time to guard impact that second move, and that it stuns longer on the second hit on guard, it's a better get-in tool. It's just basically got a few downsides now. Reduce the distance. So yeah, if the second attack hits, there's less. It hits them away further, so you can't stay on them, which kind of sucks. But hey, that's why you mix them up with this. And then if you want to be real fancy, I think it was. Can she get into stance from that? Yeah, that move. We'll get to that move. Anyway, right, so AAB, reduce the base damage of the third attack. That's fair. Slightly less damage, that's fine. Forward AB, change the timing at which scaling is added to the combo damage after the second hit to after the first hit. So forward AB would be that one. So that'll probably make some of her combos less damaging because I remember that move being important. Or maybe even change them, I don't know. Increase the opening after the attack hits as a lethal hit by 2 frames. This is to fix an issue in which high damage combos could only be dealt against certain characters. So, increase the opening after the attack hits as a lethal hit by 2 frames. So, that's a good thing? Maybe? Not sure. Don't know how... No. It's treating it as a nerf, so maybe I have less time. I don't know. Not sure about the wording of that one. Also, shit, I accidentally just closed my PDF notes. Hang on. I did not mean to do that. I was trying to get rid of something else entirely. Okay, there we go. Let's get back to Jean-Hua. Sophia, Ivy, oh my god. Okay, Jean-Hua, here we go. Last thing was, oh no, 2 last things. While rising B, decrease the amount of guard stamina the attack reduces. Oh, this move. Yeah, that's fine. That's not really too bad. Like, slightly less guard damage. Reduction. I'm not really too miffed about that. And this move has more combo scaling. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Like most of her nerfs were like to damage like slightly and just like scaling things properly. That doesn't really annoy me. Like the usability of like her moves have only increased. So all in all, I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. Now that I've gone through patch notes, God, I'm not even gonna get to play games at this rate. It's taking so long just to get through the damn notes. Plus, I'm gonna have to where's move list? There it is. I have to remember the freaking characters. All right. Okay, so I sort of remember this character, so I should be able to go through this quicker. AAA, yeah, that's a horizontal. AAB, that's a slightly faster horizontal. Oh yeah, that move. I remember that move. Goes into stance. That move! That's the move I was thinking of. It was totally the move I was thinking of. Now I remember. And then that's the follow-up that she gained. Okay. Alright, cool. So that's all well and good. Can go to Silent Shenhua. AA. Then that move. Which can also go into stance. Most of her moves can go into stance. Down back A. You do that to mix them up. I remember this stuff. You do that to mix them up because then you can grab, I think. I think it was grab? Hang on. Oh, shit. Yeah, it was something like that. It was something along those lines. So I remember some of this stuff. That one had a guard impact move, which can also go into Silent Shen while crouching. That move's... Was that move good? I don't know if that move was good. They did a lot of changes to it, so I'm not sure if they want me to use it more often. Possibly. While rising AA. Yeah, I remember that move. I've used that move a lot. That can go into Silent Shishen. Jump, facing away, facing... Yeah, that's pretty much the same. Alright, vertical BBB, which you should never go for that last bit, but I always used to. Because it would go into that, and that was the easiest move to get into stance. At least when I played. BBK, which goes to a low. That's pretty good reach. Oh yeah, this move. I never figured out the usability of this move. I'm pretty sure there's a reason for it existing. I couldn't figure out what it was because, or at least I never bothered to. Forward VA, which goes into low. Pretty standard move for Shenhua, because then you got this, which on counter hit launches. I remember because that was the other reason that you went into back. Hang on. That was the other reason, because you do this. And then after that, you can grab... Oh, I remember this. Hang on. Yeah, I remember this stuff. I remember the shenanigans. It's in there somewhere. Okay, she has that, which can go into Laughing Bear, Hoo-Ha. That one could go into playful. Right. Standard launcher. Wild spin. Which dodges to the side. This move, which I should have used more often than I did, but I didn't. This one, which was also okay. While crouching B, while crouching forward B, which was her better launcher. Well, it did more damage. While rising B. Oh, I love that move. While jumping B, face away B. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Alright. Kicks. I think that was her fastest move in the game. Or at least one of her fastest. That one. Or at least for Shenhua. Like, I believe that was one of her fastest moves. But it had super shitty range. Standard combo finisher. Which could go into a... mix-up with the GI. And then the other one, which really doesn't do a good job showing what the difference is, because they have to be in the air. And the exact same can go into the mix-up. Pretty fast mid. Low. Pretty fast low. Yeah, that's right. That's right. She could go into a combo. Man, I had a friend who I used to live with called Connor. He got so pissed off whenever I did the no, it wasn't this move. He got pissed off when I did the stance shit into grab into super. He got pissed off when I did that. This move brings out. While crouching. Oh yeah, that one! That was a pretty cool move. I like that one. Which can go into mix-up. God, he has multiple mix-ups, Jesus. More Ryan saying K. Good stance, facing away, but all that standard stuff. AB, AB, AB. No, those ones. That one can go into stance. Oh wait, what's that? Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, that's right. Okay, no, it was showing me the ones that I got very confused because I was like, what? What's the difference between? Oh no, I was like, oh no, this one's just AB when you press forward, and then this is the actual directional ones. All right, let me go to this, which is how you get into stance when you hold the button down, which it didn't tell. Oh, no, I just pressed the wrong button again. There we go. That's how you get into stance. That move, which you can charge up, I believe. No, was that the move you could charge up? Hang on, I have to test this. Yeah, you could totally charge it up. Ah, forward B! B plus K! And then down B plus K! I remember these moves! I did this on the ground to people! I still remember this stuff. And then it has a follow-up, that's right. Quick step, which you can use to annoy the shit out of people by doing that. For multiple reasons. Side step move. Unblockable. God. B plus K while facing away. Super important move. This move I never used. And I feel like I should have. Because I think it's actually pretty okay at just getting people to stop mixing you up while on the ground. I never used it. A, B plus K, A, B. B plus K. Lethal hits, okay. Right, bad takeaway runners. Probably should never ever go for that last one unless I'm trying to do stance. Back A. Yep, that's the one I was talking about. This was the last thing you could do. You could do that. Alright. And then you could do it to that also. Okay. And then it could go into stance. Man, okay. This move! The other pretty good launcher. That's right. Back B. I think that's a dodge at the beginning. Like if you time it correctly. So you can use it as a retaliation. And then you could go into guard impact move. Okay. Forward K, pretty decent get in tool. Side step K. Stuns on hit. Do a follow up with playful Jishen. Do one where he kicks. God, there's so much stuff. God, there's so much stuff characters can do. It's way more different than Blaze Blue Cross Tag. I only had to deal with like 2 main buttons. And then maybe assists. God, I have to remember freaking combos and stuff. Ah, I'm not gonna worry about that yet. That move, now it actually works, apparently. Forward BK. Yep, to do that to guard impact, same with back. Sliding. Pretty standard. Alright. And then throws. And then she had to be HSG. god, I'm not even gonna get into soul charge stuff. Oh my god, alright. We're getting there. God, I still have Amy to go on to after this. Alright, BK does that. Doing that does that. Doing that does that. Doing that does going that. And then you can do into waterfall. Into charged up. Into kick. Into that move, which I never used. Probably should have. BK into guard impact. That's the move. That's the one. That's the one you do to piss people off. And now she can totally just go into a regular down A plus G grab from stance, which is great. Oh my god, that's maximum BM. I do not remember that at all. She has multiple? How many... Lady, how many taunts from stance do you have? That's ridiculous. Okay, that's a new move. Which can go into... Oh my god. If I kept up with this game with this character, I got good at her stances, I would have been so much more excited for that. I'm still pretty excited for it because of the possibilities. But yeah, okay, yeah, we've done all of her stuff now. All right, all of her stuff except gauge attacks. Oh my god, oh god, there's so many. All right, go. Soul charge. She's got that, which has now got it's got GI when she goes into Silent Gen from that. Interesting. We should go into Playful Gen, which doesn't have GI. AB, which is stun. AABB, which is a standard. I think that's the one that you go into when you want to. Hang on. When you do standard launcher, I think that's the. Oh no, was that not it? I definitely remember it was one of these that you went into. Was it? No, it wasn't A. Was it AKK?
Watch over me, mother. This is where it ends. Go! All mine. Go! All mine.
What was the move you went into? I know you went into a different one. ABK. Oh my god. John Watt. John Watt! I'm doing a back input for a reason. Nah, you definitely just do that in Blockstream. What the hell? Oh, it's KBB. Forward KBB. Yeah, there we go, that move. We should go into Silent Gen, then forward K. Which could go into the, that move. That's right, I remember that. Forward BK. Oh no, or was that, no, was that the other move that you do? Hang on. I think it was forward BK B? I think that's the move that you do after you do a regular launcher. I think that does the most damage. During Silent Gen was Soul Charge. Yeah, and then when you do the whole version, it does the unblockable. But the regular version just does a break attack while Soul Charge. Okay. And then Twisting Lotus, well, Soul Charge, you can do a follow-up, which is just a regular grab. Wait, what was it? Back. Yeah, AG. Oh, Silent Shed. Yeah, that's right, you could do that. So it's got a follow-up. Okay. Cool, alright, that's Jeanhua. Jesus, she has a lot. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm still just going through patch changes. Alright, one more character. And then I have to choose who I'm going to try and dedicate at least a little bit of time to so I can somewhat know what to do. Yo, Josh, if you're still watching, do me a solid. See if you can find some Jeanhua or Amy combos. If anyone's watching can find anything, so we can make this process go a little bit faster, I would be so thankful.
Amy.
Alright, Amy. God, she's got like 14 new moves, if I remember correctly from the patch notes. So she has so many new goddamn moves. Oh god, where do I be here? For a little bit. Let's go with Goth Lolita Go, I guess. I'm sure Kayane has some stuff. Oh, if you don't mind just taking a quick look to just put the commands in chat, I would be so thankful. Alright, who should we beat upon? Let's beat up on Daddy. What are your other costumes? Oh, you got some without the stupid glasses.
This won't take long.
This one where he kind of looks like a vampire. Spoilers. Let's go to Snowcap. Alright, Amy, what did you have changed? Let's see. Montes, Raphael, Talon, Tira, Zaslamel, Gro, as well. Geralt, you're probably at the bottom because you're a DLC character. Here you go. Oh my god, you have so many goddamn... You have so many new moves! Holy shit! How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright. Okay, you got 14 new moves. Cool. I'm super happy because I play you, so I have more stuff to play around with. But holy shit. Trying to get to fighting people here. And my characters just keep on getting new stuff. Anyway. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Fine. I got it. Let's do it. So, new move. She's... Okay, her ABK quarter circle. Added a new move, Mystic Fawn, as part of the new soul attack mechanic. Use... What is that? BK, after the attack, will shift you into Lilith. Oh my god, I can parry after it. Hang on.
It's my turn now.
Okay, so I can do that with her parry mechanics. Also, apparently I can do it with Amaryllis Sprint. I can't remember how to do Amaryllis Spin, but she can do it off of Amaryllis Spin. Let me see if I can just see that very quickly. Amaryllis Spin. Oh, it's just quarter circle.
It's my turn now.
Okay, so it's an option. Cool. Right. New actions for season 2. Let me wait for the soul gauge to... Alright. Forward AK. I remember that move being pretty good as a... Yeah, for combos, so you do this. But now... She's got that. Alright, cool. That's not the most damaging. But I'm guessing it has, like, better Oki? Does it slaps them to the ground? Okay. Forward AK. Forward AK upon hit or guard B. Oh, it's got a follow-up. Hang on, so... Oh, that's... Okay, so it's a just frame. Well, not a just frame, but like, you have to at least do it on hit. Okay. And then you can get the rose. So you basically just get everything. Okay. Okay. Interesting. That was white rose, right? Oh, you can just mash it out. You don't have to... You don't have to time it at all. But yes, okay, that was white rose. Shadow Stinger. Amaryllis Spin while crouching... Okay, so she's got a follow-up from her low now. And by a follow-up, I mean she can go into Amaryllis Spin. Okay. Nocturne Stratagem while crouching... Are you serious? It's just... Hang on.
Take this.
Oh, she can charge it up also.
Take this.
So she has another rose option. How was that stratagem? She just like clips your heels and just chucks a rose at your feet. Hey, bit more ways to get roses. Not gonna complain about that. Right, so... In Sydney Lune, sidestep with K, and then upon hit, press B. Another way to get white rose. Alright. Fair enough. Pirouette sweep, which is... Oh god, what is that? Jesus. Let me just zoom in. Alright, there we go. BK... wait, what's that? BK guard and then K? Sure. That's a way to get a sneaky low in, I guess. I guess I won't complain about that. Amaryllis Flicker during oh, she got a new move from Amaryllis Spin. Oh, it's a sidestep. What's a regular beat? Yeah, that's right, that's what it was. Alright, so now I got a sidestep move from Amaryllis Spin, so it's not so forward moving. That's pretty cool. And then Amaryllis Flicker cancel, so I can cancel the and apparently you also do a massive duck back while doing it. Oh wait. Interesting. Crimson Slicer during... Oh, and then I got moves from the cancel. Of course I do. This is the level of mind games we're dealing with here. So, I got a high, I got a B and a K, so... So I got the stab. And then I got the low. Okay. Amaryllis Perch during Amaryllis Spin. Is that literally just stop? Like, can I do anything from that? Guess I could do, was that a while? Okay, that was indeed a while rising. So I can do, like, some sneaky stuff in order to, like, stop my momentum, so I don't have to commit to this. I can just stop myself mid Amaryllis. Okay. Vermilion Signet while soul charged.
Are you ready? To go for
back
real?
BK. Oh, it's literally just throw Rose forward. Cool. And then Vermilion Signet and Amaryllis Spin. So I got a follow-up in case I just want to... Sure, why not? So basically she got a whole load of stuff for Amaryllis, which makes sense. Alright, okay, that's all her new actions. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I still have all of her buffs. She has so many buffs! I thought she was good! I was expecting nerfs. Okay, she has like a couple nerfs, but they're also apparently buffs. She has some behavior adjustments, so I guess that's something. Adjusted the input. Alright, so forward B and forward B. Adjusted the input window to reduce instances in which forward B, BK would unintentionally be performed while inputting the command for forward BB. Forward BB was that. Don't remember if that was a thing happening to me. But I do remember... Yeah, I do remember this. This move. Three, yeah. Apparently had a problem with having the move activate sometimes. With BK. Okay. During Amaryllis Spin, the grab. Decreased the opening after the attack and stun inflicted by 6 frames each. No change was made to the difference in stun. So...
En passant.
They're stunned for a little bit longer. I believe that's what that means. And during Amarillo's spin with Red Rose Perception at max AB. During Amarillo's spin while Soul Charge with Red Rose Perception max AB. Fix an issue in which the move would still shift to an attack throw even upon hit when the opponent has already ringed out. That was a thing? Wait, really?
Enjoy.
Okay, so let me get that to maximum. So, which move? AB.
Close up.
Oh, this move.
Let's finish this.
So sometimes it would shift to that animation even when the opponent was already ringed out. Cool. So that's behavior adjustments. All right, on to balance adjustments. Jesus. Rose attacks. If the appropriate perception level is already maxed out, the soul gauge will now be increased upon hit. How much the soul gauge increases varies by move. So I gain soul gauge with roses even when they're maxed out. So there's now a purpose to using roses even when you have rose perception at max. Red Rose Perception made an adjustment to increase the soul gauge when the perception level reaches maximum. Pretty much similar to the last thing. BK. These attacks now have... Okay, so these are the... Yep, these are totally all of the guarded back moves. These attacks now have resistant impact properties when the Red-White Rose Perception are maxed out. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what that means. I'm going to assume that's a good thing. I mean, it's saying it's a big buff, so yeah. Anyway, sorry, I already moved on. Resist Impact is the new GI. Right, okay, so these attacks now have resistant impact properties. So I can use them to guard against unblockables. Yeah, you're talking about, that. Yeah, you're talking about this move. So when I have perceptions at maximum, is that both, or is that just one? When red/white rose perceptions are maxed out. It says red/white rose perception. I'm guessing that means both have to be maxed out. So when I have them both maxed out, this gains the same properties as resist impact, which is amazing because you can also use that to, I think you can use that against reversal edge also, and unblockables.
Middle.
So that's pretty strong, if you can time it correctly, that is. Increase the length of stun inflicted by 6 frames when the second attack is guarded, which is that move. That's fine. So I can use that as, I'm guessing I'm supposed to use that as a pressure tool in that case. Fair enough. Sidestep K changed the opponent's behavior when the attack hits in midair. What? This adjustment comes in tandem with the addition of a new command for a second attack. Wait. Did I get a new command for that? Did I just forget it already? Oh, it's for the, it's for the rose, I think. Yeah, that. Wait, so does that mean I can... If they're launched high enough, I can use that as a combo tool? Huh. Weird. Oh. Alright. So, that's that. Bat K. The attacks now hits downed opponents. This move! I think I actually straight up remember... Hang on. I think I remember being annoyed it didn't hit downed opponents. Was it that move? It might have been a different move. Might have been a different character. Could have been Jeanhua. No, it couldn't have been Jeanhua because I used other moves to attack down opponents. Anyway, regardless. Okay, so it hits down opponents now. Sped up the attack startup by 1 frame. Enlarge the attack's hitbox to prevent it from missing at close range. So it's just better. It's now a pretty reliable tool for hitting downed opponents. Cool. I'll take it. Yeah, I think I remember using this move because it's the fact that it side switches, so it's a ring out tool. Question is, does it do that while they're on the floor? I'm gonna guess no. Downed. No. Okay, of course it doesn't. That would be ridiculous. But it hits them on the floor, and you know what? I'll take that. Reliable move to hit them while down. During Mero Parry. Shit. Which one was Mero Parry? That would be... somewhere here. Special moves, throws, 8-way run. It's probably under special throws, right? Or special moves. Mero Parry is down B. Down BK. So, Mero Parry into B. Reduce the opening after the attack by 2 frames. Allowed for follow-ups, like while crouching AB to be performed upon hit.
Low.
Oh, really? So...
Low.
Cool. So I get something after that. Increase the length of stun inflicted by 4 frames when guarded, and reduce the distance between character and the opponent. So, it's better. During Amaryllis Spin, KK, which is... that move! I think I used that as a combo ender in a lot of cases. Reduce the opening of the attack for, by 1 frame, so it's 1 frame faster. The attack is, that is. Increase the length of stun inflicted by 3 frames when the first attack is guarded. The second attack of Amaryllis Spin can no longer be interrupted by guard impact. And KA can be guarded in succession. Huh. Increase the length of stun inflicted by 6 frames when the second attack is guarded. So it's a better neutral tool, and it's just more reliable. Cool. I'll take it. Forward AA. Change the opponent's behavior when the second attack lands as a counter hit, allowing for follow-ups. Similar to Jeanhua, weirdly. Oh, whoops. Huh. Interesting. Can no longer... No, wait, that's the wrong patch note, I believe. Yes, it is. First, added scaling to the move's combo damage. Okay, makes sense. The first attack now no longer stuns the opponent when it lands as a counter hit. Ah, that sucks. So, this move no longer counter hits. So, it's a bit less reliable in neutral. I'd say that's an overall nerf. And then forward A, hold the moves, hold the move, which is that. Okay, yeah. I vaguely remember that move. Increase the move's base damage, change the opponent's behavior when the attack hits. I guess it did something different. I can't remember what it does. And that's all she got in terms of nerfs, just to those 2 moves. That is, yep, I'm also happy about that. To be fair, a lot of these patch notes, they mainly buff these characters. Like, just taking a very quick overview. 2B got some nerfs. Geralt got a lot of new moves also. Wait, who's that? As well. Pretty 50-50. Grow, pretty 50-50. Zaslamel, pretty 50-50. Didn't they change Zaslamel so now his super isn't a guard impact unless your opponent has certain amount of curses on them? As far as I am aware, that's, Let me actually read this, because I'm curious if that's the case. Just the critical edge that has properties change depending on the number of curses inflicted on opponent. Voice from the Abyss can be used when there are no curses inflicted as guard impact Oh, so it still does have guard impact properties. Against middle and low attacks before it lands. So I can hit with highs. First threshold. After inflicting a curse, has guard impact properties against high, middle, and low attacks. 2 curses. Has guard impact properties against high, middle, and low attacks before it lands. It also restores guard stamina. Has higher base damage. 3 curses. Has resist impact properties. Of course it does. There has resist impact properties against high, middle, and low attacks before it lands, and also restores guard stamina. Has even higher base damage. Allows you to, and then forward ABK, allows you to use this move regardless with the number of curses inflicted. Has properties identical to variation version of the move. Okay. So it's worse to start out with, but if the person gets, if the player gets curses, then it gets better overall. You know what? I'm fine with that, because then that at least encourages the whole gimmick of the character. So yeah, I'd say that's okay overall. Can't believe it gets better with the amount of curses, but yeah, it would be too harsh if they like completely took away all of his properties. But he only needs to get 1 curse though. I mean, I guess if you throw out a high, it's fine. Sorry, just taking a drink. Talum got a whole bunch of buffs and burfs, and like 1 just straight up nerf. Raphael. Sorry, I'm just browsing out of curiosity now. Holy shit, Yoshimitsu got a bunch of stuff also. Already went through Jean-Hua. You know who got a whole bunch of stuff, though? Mitsurugi. Kinda want to try him out. I won't do it on stream, because it will take too long. And I've already wasted enough time with patch notes and stuff as it is. But Mitsurugi got that Shura Blade, and oh boy, it looks like a thing. That's a character where everyone was complaining he had nothing special, and then, like, development team took that to heart. Didn't mean to do that. Also, last one I'll check before actually getting back to the game. Where's Taki? Because I remember people complaining that Taki also was, like, just super nothing compared to a lot of characters, so I'm wondering what they did to her. Where is Taki? Come on, I know your patch notes are here somewhere. They didn't forget about you. That would suck if they forgot about you, but, okay, yeah, no, you're right at the beginning. Yeah, you got a bunch of buffs, just as I expected. And a bunch of behavior changes, which are mainly buffs. Makes sense. She was not, super high-powered, from what I understand. Right, okay, time to actually play the damn game instead of reading freaking patch notes. Alright. That's a combo. That is, the new combo. That is the more damaging combo, which came right now. Alright, standard launcher, done. Alright, we're gonna figure this out as quickly as possible. Need to try and get that speedrun before getting to Evo level quality. Special moves. You know what? Probably should look at her main moves first, right? Main attacks, graceful cutter. Fast low. Alright, back A. Forward BBB. Pretty good poking tool. Alright. Forward AA is her get-in tool. As well as Amarillo spin. And forward BK. Regular K. That's right, that move went into Amarillo spin. That's why you would use it. Amarillo's fling. Which is the grab. Which gives you a rose when you're all soul charged up.
It's my turn now.
God, then you, man, there's gonna be soul charge combos now, and I won't know soul charge combos. I don't have time for that shit.
Low.
God. It's gonna be a... You know what? We don't do it with Jeanhua. Jeanhua I'm at least a little bit more confident with. Because I remember more stuff with Jeanhua than I do with Amy, ironically. Since I played her way longer ago. Plus, I feel like there's easier, like, as Josh mentioned, Kayane, pretty reliable source for Jeanhua stuff. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Jeanhua. I'm gonna beat up on Siegfried for a while, I guess. Yeah, it was a pretty dope costume. And let's go to... I want to go for a walled stage. Where is... There it is. Alright, it's been 2 hours. Fair enough, 20 minutes of those 2 hours were dedicated to pre-stream. Point still stands. We need to get to the actual damn game now. So, right. Jeanhua! That one goes to the right. That one goes to the left. I will be sure to... Okay, I have to remember it, like, that... A is slightly more left than AB, so that's how I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay. Now. A good player won't get hit by that too often. But I'm banking that I'm not going to be playing up against a lot of good players. Or at least not experienced players. So I could probably get away with this a little bit more often than I should. So that's what I'm banking on. Right, so now I got to go on to a... Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to do this. Patch notes goodbye. Soulcalibur VI. Jeanhua combos. Her combos should not have changed that much, because most of her stuff changed for her stances, so... This should be relatively similar to what's, like, pretty okay good stuff. Hey, look, here's Kayane. Perfect. Granted, this is from quite a while ago, so some of this, might be outdated, but you know what? For now, it will do. So, let's see. 3B, 6KA. Yeah, so that's the one that I just did, which is the launcher. Yo, who's that? Someone followed. That is... Yo, Machi! Thanks for the follow, man. Hope you enjoyed my breakdown of a lot of patch notes for, like, I don't know, 3 characters? No, patch notes for 2 characters, one slightly shitty breakdown of, like, a new character. So... Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Alright, Kayane, what can you teach me? 22B. Okay, so that's the exact same. That's exactly the same. Alright. AB. Free BK? Which one's free BK? Free BK would be that, so. Really? Is that the best you can do? I feel like you could get a follow-up after that. Oh, that's right. You can do the K follow-up afterwards. For some reason, that's not noted down. Damn it, Kayane, get your shit together. Full crouch B, BK, so... That move. That's a true combo. And it's better than the regular launcher. I'm not gonna go for it often, because I suck at this game, and I'm not confident. Alright, full crouch BK. Right, here we go. This, yes, I remember this. Right, yep, okay. Starting to remember some stuff now. I have to do that quite quick. Alright. Ah, but that... Oh, wait, that changes now, doesn't it? Hang on. Did they change the... Hang on. Yeah, that's right, they changed that. They changed the properties of that, so that doesn't work anymore. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Shit! So, what did I get? Might be able to get that. Hang on. Yeah, that works. Hang on. I can't get that follow-up, though, so that gives me 60. That'll do. that'll do for now. I'll take it. Alright, full crouch, 3+B, and then you can go into critical edge. You can do that the same with the regular launcher. So, that's pretty standard. Mix-up combos. That's right. Okay, so if I do regular launcher and then hold, I go into that. And then if they try to get a quick get up and then don't block low, I can do that. Or go into a reversal hit. That's the other big thing I know from the patch notes is reversal edge. You can now fully... Hang on. So if I set my little dummy here to standing guard all, that now no longer initiates a rock, paper, scissors situation. You can fully guard it. It does chip a little bit. I'm not sure if you can kill with the chip. I can't remember if you can kill with the chip. And it does break your guard gauge a little bit. But the important part is it now no longer... It now no longer does the rock, paper, scissors. So you can just sit there and guard. I still personally think you should be able to grab it, but hey, you know what? I think that's a good change. Makes it slightly less annoying to deal with, especially online. So, alright, that's the mix-up. 3B, 6k, 2 or 8 if the opponent crouch guards loads of first attack. So, alright. And then, yeah, you can go to reverse wedge. Sorry, I'm looking at the video. You know what? Ooh, hang on, what's here? Oh, that's right! You can do some... Ah, but no, you can't do that anymore because of the behavior change. Ah! Maybe? Actually, hang on, let me give it a go. Basically, full crouch. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. Damn! Shit! Okay, so... Shit. So I can't do that anymore if that mix-up because of the behavior change. See you later, Risk. Thanks for hanging around. It's been a lot of talking and just doing move-by-move basis, but thanks for sticking around, bud. It's appreciated. Alright. There's absolutely going to be new ways to keep up the pressure. I just need to learn them for Season 2. 4AA counter hit, 6BB. Does that even work anymore? This was one of the moves that got changed. Hang on. Oh, that totally still works. Alright, no, that totally still works. 6BK. counter hit.
This is the end. This is the end.
Wait, hang on.
This is the end.
Yeah, okay, that just gets you into a standard launcher. Fair enough. 3A, counter hit. Into kick, and then 6BB. Okay, that's fair enough. Oh, that's what I could get after, hang on. I could get that, and that gives me 66. Alright, okay, that's the thing I need to end it with. That's right, okay. So when they're on the ground like that, that's why I end it with. And then... Oh wait, whoops. Yeah, I don't think that will work. 4AA, second hit only. 6BB, so that's pretty much the same. So that would be... Oh wait, whoops. That would be bad. Okay, fair enough. And then on regular hit. Apparently I could get 6 BB off of that. Huh, full crouch, free kick K. And then forward, right? Yeah. And then get that afterwards. Okay, that's fair enough. Pretty simple. 6BB counter hit. Right, okay. What was that? 6... What was that? 6-6. 6-6 BB. Really? Oh, I have to breathe fast. 72. That's actually pretty good, especially for a grab in the middle. And then I could just do down. I could just do that if I want to just go for raw damage. Okay. Also can ring out. Do sidestep K. 6BB. Pretty standard stuff. Alright, here we go. Stance combos. Alright. Yeah, that's right. Wait, hang on. 4B. AG. 4AG. And then 4B. Alright, so. Yeah, that's right. I could do that as a follow-up. I remember now. Except it doesn't work on tall characters for some reason. I'm not sure if they changed that. And you can do that into critical art. Guard crush. And if they guard it, you can go into the upper grab. Okay. Or you could go into... Okay, yeah. I remember that. God, there's so many mix-up opportunities. Like, this isn't important because, like, I'm not at this level. But man, it's so cool if you can get it. It's so cool if you can get it. Hang on, so... Oh, that works. Yeah, I guess that would. I guess that does make sense. And then at long range, you go for...
Let 'em trick ya. Let 'em trick ya. Huh, trick ya. Let 'em prove it. Let 'em trick ya. Let 'em just kidding. Take ya.
Go for that. Alright, but it has to be a specific range. 6 BB, 6k BB for when you're in as a standard, Alright, so when I'm in Soul Charged...
This is where it ends.
Oh god.
Watch over me, mother.
Nope, don't do that. Oh, shit, come on. Yeah, that's right, you need to go for that. Alright,
This is where it ends.
so for high launches, go for that. Cool. And then for regular stuff, go for that. Okay. Got it. And then for...
This is where it ends.
for sidestep, A plus B.
Ready? Ready?
I can go for the follow-up. Okay.
This is where it ends. Ready?
That's 93.
Ready?
Wait, is that supposed to be K? I think did she miswrite it? Yeah, she totally miswrote it. It's supposed to be B. So it was the original one that I did. Alright. 3A, counter hit A. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I don't need to worry about that. That's, you know what? I think I'm okay to get started. The only thing I need to really
Trick ya.
remember is that,
Trick ya.
that,
Just kidding.
from, like, remember that this can counter hit now.
Just kidding.
So I go for that afterwards. And what else?
Let 'em just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, and I got my new moves.
Let 'em trick ya.
Just need to remember that.
Trick ya.
That's all I need to do. And what else? What else? What else? What else? What else?
Just kidding.
That has a follow-up now. Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright, you know what? We're good enough. Let's go online. This is all the information I need. It's been 2 hours, 20 minutes. So basically 2 hours of being on camera. We're finally actually playing online against people. It took long enough. Jesus, there's so much to this game. Like, that's honestly, you know, like, let's be honest. That's honestly, like, a good thing, I feel. Also, I don't know why it's saying that I haven't played on here before, because I totally have. Oh, that's right! There was a thing that happened with my save data. Weirdly. And I had to, re-download some stuff, and for some reason, some games treats me as a new player, even though I'm not. I have played this game online many times. Not as much as Tekken, but still. Yeah, player one's side's fine. Alright. Do I want to... Not really. You can go. I mean, this is what you gotta do with a fighting game. I mean, especially if a new patch comes out, you gotta take time. I used to get, I used to get super nervous when, you know, playing these games because, you know, I was like, oh man, I should probably, you know, just get straight into it and get to the action. But no, I feel like there's definite value in taking time and just discovering things. Now, obviously, if I was full of a chat that had experts, they could help out. But I feel like there's still value in just having myself discover stuff on camera. Now, obviously, there's a whole bunch of stuff that that I was not able to find, and this will not be perfect play by any stretch of the imagination. But hopefully, if I can just keep in mind some of the basics of what I need to do. Like, the only thing that I'm missing right now is what moves to super use in neutral. I remember some of them. And as long as I can remember the bare minimum, actually, here's what I can do. while I wait, Soulcalibur VI. Frame data. Also a network error occurred. Thank you, whoever I was trying to connect to. I really appreciate that. Right, so... Jean-Hua, where are you? You're gonna probably be somewhere at the bottom, because this is in alphabetical order. Indeed it is. Alright. Soulcalibur 6 frame data. Alright, here we go. This is exactly what I wanted. So fastest move is AA. Makes sense. 10 frame move. So AA is probably her fastest true combo as a punish, because AAA and AAB are not true combos. Down A, pretty fast. Full crouch down A, also pretty fast. Back turned A. Forward AA is 14 frames. What's the fastest? What's the fastest vertical? BB. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Back BB is actually fast as well. Oh, that's her fastest vertical. Back BB. Okay. And back BA, which is 12 frames. Okay. Right, and dual attack buttons, A plus B. Wait, that's 6 frames? Really? A plus B? No. I must be reading that wrong. I am not reading that correct in the slightest. Down AK is our safest move. Forward A is pretty safe. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting a pretty good idea. While rising B is my... Okay, that's pretty safe. BB is pretty safe. Not as safe as BBB though, or just standard B. Okay. Let me see if I can get a free bar. Ugh, I hate it when it does this. Now, I'm hoping this info is up to date, so it should be fine if that's the case. But other than that, I'm pretty sure we're ready. Well, I'm ready. Or at least I'm ready as I'm going to be within 2 hours of just in training mode trying to figure out all of this stuff. Really? Soul Charge is 6 frame activation? Huh. I never knew that. Well, go figure. Does it actually show... What was her super? Oh god, I found an opponent. Need to try and find it. Oh, it's 12 frames. 12 frames was her super, which is still probably the fastest super in the game. And cool, I'm fighting a Hilda. Well, I went through her moves, so of course he's using the super edgy design also. Okay, well, I've gone through her moves a little bit, so at least I know somewhat what to look out for. Alright. Remember there's a guard button.
My big moment. I'm in.
I need to remember there's a guard mode, I need to remember there's a guard button. Nice try. Alright, here we go. Oh, damn it. That would have been so cool if I dodged under that. Oh, god. This is a little bit rough. Oh my god. Oh god. This is a little bit rough. Oh god, this is not 4 bars. Video game, I don't know what you're on. I don't know how you think this is a 4-bar connection. Oh god, I tried to slide under it. Oh god, this is not 4 bars. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. And that's why people hate that move. God, now it actually goes to the side. That's actually kind of weirdly a buff, now that I can choose which way it goes. Alright. Oh my god! Oh, jeez, I tried to sidestep. I swear. God, I'm trying so hard. Who's raiding right now? Hello, Ash. How's it going? You came just in time to see me get hit by a wolf spear. I should have done super. I should have done super. I should have done super! Oh my god, this connection is trash. This connection is garbage. Oh, Jesus Christ! Are you kidding? Oh my... I'm going for it. Ugh! Hello, Ash. How are you doing? Ash won some games. Did you now? Good job! This will be my first game I'll win if I could deal with this. Oh my god! How? I can't do mix-ups in this. I can't do mix-ups in this! I am leaving this. This is not a 5-bar connection game! That is a lie! That is a lie you are telling me at the bottom of the screen. I am leaving. That was awful. No, I am not gonna fight you again. I'm gonna put this back up to 4 bars, and I am not going to accept any lower. Despite the fact that was telling me that was 4 bars. Oh! Like, at least if you're gonna give me a bad connection, don't lie. Don't lie and say, yeah, this seems like a 4-bar connection. This seems perfectly stable, as I'm, like, stutter-stepping all over the place. Ping Crimson is activating, and I'm just, like, transporting. Like, seconds are being lost to time. As we're just transporting over the over the battlefield. You're excited to get Soulcalibur VI in your humble monthly. Hey, dude, friend of mine actually gifted me Soulcalibur VI on PC, so I can actually play with people. It's amazing. Battlefield. Cream isn't close to field. How did you... Yeah, well, I'll have to get all the DLC so I can actually get my characters. Actually, I can play Jeanhua. Jeanhua's part of the main cast. So. Yeah, you're right. I can kick your ass. But yeah, thanks for the raid, man. Let me actually say it officially before I forget. I need to put time into BB Ted, but I'm busy this week. Honestly, man, so am I. I have so many working days. I got a part-time job now for the holiday season, and they let me. My manager, my boss, basically just went, "Hey, so you can like apply for as many hours as possible, and we'll pay you for all of them." And I'm like, I'm gonna milk this for all it's worth. Oh my god, my brain is going to turn to mush by the end of the week. I at least gave myself Sunday off. So I got Sunday, but holy shit, I got a full week. But you know what? It's all good for that, for them dollary dues at the end. So, yeah, fun times. Yeah, it's my turn now. I'm just a bit later than everyone else because I decided to focus on education. You work Christmas at Marks & Spencer's. I'm working in a card factory. As in, the card factory. The place that sells cards. I'm working all this week. That's the only hours that I got planned out. And then, obviously, when I get to the end of my work week, then I have to decide what I'm going to do for next week. There's a little bit of wiggle room. So as long as I just let my boss know in advance, I can say like, hey, I can't make it this day or so forth. But yeah, it's for the holiday season, so. And look where education got us. Got rejected from the NHS today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I've suffered my fair share of rejection, and now I'm working in a place which is literally hours away. Because nowhere close by would take me. Travel's not too bad, it's just a bit time consuming. It's not like a hassle. It just takes time. Yeah, like I said, I gave myself the Sunday. If I feel like I'm overworking myself, then I'll give myself like a couple days. But like I said, there's some wiggle room. How long's the commute? All in all, like... If we're talking from my house to when I actually get there, give or take like an hour and a half or 2 hours, depending on trains. I also have to walk home from the station, which is a little bit of a trek. The actual train part's easy. Well, that's the way it be and the way it do. Oh my god, are you telling me seriously no one's got a 4-bar connection with me? Alright, let's try this again. Actually, hang on. This might be stupid, but I'm gonna try this. Wondering if it's because I put my preferred side first player. My door-to-door is between 45 minutes and an hour generally. That's not too bad. Could be worse. I remember when I was speaking to my co-workers about it, they were super surprised with how long it took me and how far I had to travel, because most of them were like really local based, but... Yo, what's good? It's all in the name. Welcome. To be fair, you missed a lot of patch note reading. I've only had one online game so far. So, it's actually been... You actually come at the perfect time. A lot of it was just trying to remember how to play the damn game. Oh my god, everyone's connection sucks. Okay, fine. I'll go with the free bar again. For the love of God, please don't pair me with that man again. If we're going to have a game with delay, for the love of God, at least be stable. And consistent. I can deal with consistently bad, like, delayed network rather than stuttering. Alright, here we go. Oh, man. I'm very nervous. Cameron does a nervous laugh. Mitsurugi. Alright, I have to deal with his new stuff. And this guy has a lot of points. Did it actually start me again? Like, did it start me from the beginning because of my save data? It might have. I know for a fact I've played online in this game. Regardless.
Believe in your power and reach for victory.
I'm gonna try. Oh, God. A little bit of stutter.
This is my big moment.
Oh, yep, that's a bit of stutter. Alright. So Mitsurugi has his Shura Blade, which has some pretty interesting properties. You could have punished that. Hey, I actually used that move for a change. Oh my god. Yep, nope, here we go. Oh my god. Yeah. Get the follow-up. Wasn't true, but you know what? He didn't move, so I'll take it. Oh, shit, that was a mid. Ah, damn. He just pressed the button. He wasn't thinking, and it worked. Alright. Shit. That's super unsafe. Alright. Oh my god. Ah! God, this... Yeah, nice try, buddy. Oh, shit! Press the button, please! Oh my god, why didn't you press the button? Also, why is your connection trash? And also, why is the... Okay, this one's at least line less. It's actually saying it's a free bar connection. Oh my god. Oh god, it's gone 2 bars. Oh my god! Oh, jeez, I tried to react. I tried so hard to react, but I couldn't. This... Ah.
The battle is...
It's not afraid to die.
It's not afraid to have shitty connection either. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, no, go away. I can't. Not... Ugh, I just want a stable connection. Is that so hard to ask? I'm pretty sure it's not me also. Like, connection in this house is really good. Like, even while streaming. And I'm not even using as, I'm not using as taxing settings anymore than what I used to use. Plus, I'm using an Ethernet cable, so I'm pretty confident it's not me. And the stream seems to be fine, so yeah. Don't take this the wrong way, but I've been watching Oran High School Host Club. I actually know that one. And you are in it. You are the one with glasses, and also blonde one, and also the small one. And also the one allergic to light. So what you're saying is I'm a bunch of pretty anime boys? Cool, I'm down for that. What's the netcode in Soulcalibur like? It's the same one as, like, in Tekken and all of the other Bandai Namco games. It's fine. It's not great. It's not amazing. Yeah, that's what you said. I'm a bunch of pretty anime boys. That's what our high school host club is. It's made for girls who want the pretty anime boys. So what you're saying is I'm a bunch of pretty anime boys. So I'm not going to complain about that. I'm totally Ray from March comes in like a line. I don't know if I... I don't know if that's a good thing. Like, at all. Like, yeah, our character has problems and issues that I can relate with way too much. Oh jeez. God, I don't want. Is this where we get a real stream? We're doing a real stream right now. I'm not in the right frame of mind to do that. Come on, guys. I'm trying to say you are anime troop 101. I will, I swear. Oh, watch it. Yeah, right. It's a beautiful show. It's one of my favorite animes ever made. Still going. Hopefully hopefully, in some timeline, we'll get that next season. It's very slow in places, though. Like, not like slow as in boring, but like it's very, there's a lot of subject matters also that it deals with that are, harsh in places. Hey, if that's your cup of tea, I say go for it. It is a poetry show? Poetry, shogi, whole bunch of other things. Kind of see what you mean. Oh my god, seriously? Has no one got a good connection? Are you kidding me? Like, literally no one. I am convinced it's not me. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna do this right now. Let's see how good my internet is. It was okay with BlazBlue. It is... yeah, it's hovering around 30 megabytes per second. That's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. So the only conclusion is everyone else sucks. That is the only explanation. We'll try free bar. We'll try free bar a couple more times. We'll see if we can at least get someone who can give us a rematch. You're killing time waiting for Junji Ito's anime to come out? I hate to tell you this, but anime series sucks. It already came out and no one liked it. Dude, just read his stuff. It's one of those... Junji Ito's work is one of those works where it's super hard to adapt to, like, animation in some ways. Because of the way that the characters... I don't know. Like, they lose a lot of, like... every time they try to adapt his stuff to animation, they always lose out a lot of his detail and a lot of his weirdness. Especially with some of the designs of things. Yeah, it came out ages ago, man. Also, this person has a lot of RP. It's not even trying to pair me up with someone with good, with a similar connection, which gives me hope.
Believe it.
Oh my god, seriously?
One. Fight.
Oh my god, video game, are you serious right now? Ah, should have done the other way. Damn it, I even block low. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. Of course it's a killing player. Oh, Jesus. This is just painful. Too obvious. Ah, shit! Did the wrong follow-up. That was my bad. Weirdly enough, even though it's stuttering, it doesn't feel as bad as the other ones. Still missing a lot of my inputs, though. Oh, God. Even the ones that I hold, which is interesting. Wait, what? I am super surprised that... Oh my god, it's stuttering so bad, it's actually skipping audio. Holy sh... Oh my god. Was that just me? Did anyone else see that? Or, like, hear that, even, I should say? Like, I swear, like, audio just, like, went missing there for a second. Fucking... Alright. Yes, I know that was a waste. No one needs to tell me. I was just mashing it just so I could actually get it to come out. Because I didn't trust the game inputting, like, reading my forward kick input. Alright, okay. Okay, I need to get in. Oh god, didn't want to do that. Shit! Oh my god. This is so painful. Oh god, I might actually... not dead yet, but it's gonna do a shit ton of damage. I am so surprised you got that combo, though. Holy shit. I can't. I can't. How do these people you know what? They deal with it more commonly than I do. Oh, God. I'm almost tempted just to do arcade mode instead. This is... No! Shit, I didn't want to do a request match. Alright, fine. You know what? I'll take revenge. I'll try and get my run back.
Battle 1. Fight.
Alright, he's playing extremely defensive for some reason. I guess he was worried that I was going to do that. He was doing really well when he was playing ultra offensive. I don't know why he's playing defensive now. But hey, I'll take it. Shit, wrong one. Alright, alright, alright. Ah. Alright, alright, alright. That's guaranteed. Fuck! Oh, Jesus! Concentrating so hard to try and actually... I'm using all of my physical mind power to make my buttons work. I did the wrong way. Should have done the other way. Oh my god. I have to... The worst part is, I have to do that so I can actually just get the button out. Alright, sidestep the right way, but he still hit me. Cool. Oh, fuck me. Made the right call, but he still was somehow able to get me by slightly stepping to the left. Alright. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I've done back grab on that way too many times. I need to start doing forward grab. I'm surprised he's not trying to duck it, also. Alright, alright. Oh my god, video game, please! Oh my god. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm not fighting this again. I'm not fighting this again. I don't think even I can. I think he'd won the best 2 out of 3, so it won't even let me try. No, no, go away. I don't want to fight that. That was so painful. I'm gonna try the 4 bars one last time. Alright, boss, if you had to pick a character for me in Soulcalibur VI based on who you know I play, my Blaze Blue tag team is Akatsuki Hyde, who would it be? For you? My impression is, one, you like pretty girl characters, and don't say you don't, because you do. Yes, Akatsuki and Hyde are the most prettiest girl characters, but in terms of actual playstyle, you quite like Rekka-style characters. Rekka in this game isn't super common. They're sort of quite like, in-your-face characters. That's definitely Akatsuki. I would say... I want to say Maxi, but the problem is Maxi, to get good with him, it takes so much time. Like, you can get away with being pretty under with him at the beginning, but then when you actually want to play him, he's got like 7 stances you need to learn. But if you want to be under with him, then you can. Other than that, I'm trying to think. Like, maybe Raphael? Maybe? You know what? Let me just take a look. Let me take a look at the character screen. I need to stare at it for a second. Also, you know what? I'm gonna do an arcade run because holy shit. Game is not being super nice. Also, hang on. Let me do it this way so I can actually just stare at the character select screen. Clearly a Karen on the prettiest. Unfortunately, there's no oh-ho-ho girls in this game, at least as far as I know. Oh, you know who you might like, actually? You'll either like Sophia, but probably more than her, Cassandra. But no, she's a DLC character. Yeah, staring at this, oh, if you want Unga, Grow. If you want super Unga character, you go edgy anime boy Grow. So, yeah, you know what? Looking at this, I would say Grow or Cassandra are your go-tos. Yeah, I'd say those two are the best bets. And then maybe Sophia. Sophia's quite similar to Cassandra. But out of those two, I think you'd prefer Cassandra. Alright, I'm gonna do an arcade run because holy shit. I need to feel something good. I need to feel something good in my life. That's not what I was trying to play with. Let me the same, because I can't mix up, hey, you get to actually see Cassandra, hopefully, if the AI is not stupid. Just to see at least a little bit of her moveset. We'll just play on normal difficulty. Oh my god, I can't. Like, BlazBlue had some pretty rough connections, but at least, like, my inputs were, like, consistent. This game's inputs were not consistent, like, when I was fighting those people online, they were not consistent in the slightest. I was trying so hard to do forward motions. That being said, that was just a messed up combo. Hey, but it still worked. Junhua had another get-in tool, which I'm not using. And I can't remember what it was. Yeah, she definitely had that. Oh god. Alright, come on, Cassandra. Get you to the ground. Don't know why I'm trying to mix up an AI.
Victory.
Seems to be going well. Oh shit. Okay, that's a pretty cool super, but she didn't do the cool version of the super. Because, yeah, she has a cool version of the super. Oh god. Stop trying to kick me. And let me get some cool shit going. Alright. No. I want to get some cool shit going. Oh, that's right. She has like a break attack from that, which I could use to mix up also. Right. I think it was holding B. Yeah, okay. Oh, also, holy shit, that was a kick. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, interesting that I missed. I am not losing to an AI. I am not losing to an AI. Oh my god. AI. AI! Oh, Jesus Christ.
Final battle. Fight.
Jean-Hua, look. I know I didn't do too much training with you, but we cannot lose to this. We have to redeem ourselves. I am not going to lose another match to a goddamn computer. That is not happening. There we go. Enough fooling around, trying to play with stances. Why am I doing that against a computer? That doesn't work. Just do it. Just take the W. Just take it. I don't care if it was unoptimal as shit. Man. See, I don't pick cool girls. I don't pick cute girls. I pick cool girls. I pick girls that are cool and can kick my ass. That's my criteria. Jean-Hua's an exception. She's more cute than cool. Wait, is it forward B? A, B? No. Shit, what was it? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Alright. Ugh, suck it. The amount of times I tried to do that in an online match and it just didn't work. Alright. Nice counter hit. Damn it, tacky. Look, I know you want to show off that you're probably better now, but I need you to chill. Oh shit. Alright, I got this. I totally don't got this. That second hit was a mid.
Battle 3. Fight.
Alright. God. Freaking AI. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Jesus Christ. I swear to God, I hit you so many times. I'm just gonna do this. Just get that damage. It's okay. I want to try and at least combo into the soul attack at least once. Can I do it when they're on the ground? Let's find out. Oh my god. Nice try. Nope. Did you just try to just random super me? Okay, first of all, you're tacky. You can't do that with your super unless it's like far away. Second of all, what she said. Shit, now I have no meter to try out the move I want to try. Alright. bitch.
Down to scratch.
I can't believe I'm concentrating so hard against an AI. Well, actually, I can. This is not SNK AI. SNK AI is on a whole nother level when it comes to its bullshit. There we go. I haven't actually lost yet, so at least I got that going for me, but it's only gonna get worse from here.
Will prevail.
Wouldn't fuck with Lily. Took me 3 rereads to see that. Eva Pico, Ho Ho Girls are incredibly anime boys. Lily Carrington, Hyde. I got a pretty good pamphlet now of fighting game characters. I do have, like, preferences, but, I actually feel like I got a pretty good pamphlet. Oh, shit. I guess you can see Maxi in action now. Alright, no. No. Stop. AI, stop pressing buttons. Just stop it. Shit, I didn't have enough meter. And besides, I was using the wrong input. Alright. I'm gonna get this at least once. Or at least I'm gonna try and get this. Let's see. Ah, that doesn't work! Damn. Shit, they must be in the air if I want to use it. Ah, oh well. At least now I know. Shit. Shit. Why am I trying to mix up an AI? Oh, damn it, I got maxied.
Battle 4. Fight.
Alright. Fucking Lord knows what happened there. Alright. Yes, I understand. You're Maxi. I understand. No shit! Not sure if that would have hit. If that would have run out if I even did the other one. It was a weird angle. It would have if it was the old version of that move, but that was ages ago. Alright. Come on, Maxi. Oh, you son of a bitch! Get out of here! Get out of here with your stupid pompadour hair, your stupid Big Dipper fists.
Just kidding.
Go play Undabunda somewhere else. Also what she said. She gets it. Yeah, that's right. You did play Mai in Central Fiction for Blaze Blue. Yeah, I remember that. And I hated you for it. I hated you so much. Chio and P4A. What other fighting games even exist?
Warriors cross swords beneath the gaze of the ancient gods.
Yeah, because she's your favorite incredibly anime boy, of course.
Battle 1. Fight.
I mean, Chie's okay. You know, she's your waifu type. I can respect it. I got my preference. I know who I'm loyal to in all PAs and in all personas. Please go out. Thank you. I've selected my heals to place my flags and die on.
Battle 2. Fight.
Are we weird, or are we the norm nowadays? You gotta ask yourself these questions. Jen, no one wants to be normal anymore. Who the hell goes like, oh yeah, that guy's so normal, I love him so much. No, you gotta be weird as fuck to survive in this world. You have to swear to people that you're super unique, and you can provide things that no one else can provide.
Just kidding.
P3 Pro Tag was in that game, I probably would have played him. Dorkun would have been too strong.
Last one standing.
See, I'm disappointed because you're referring to him as Dorkun, but I thought for a second you were talking about the actual door, like that he had to do the thing for. And I got very disappointed because I was like, oh, you're not talking about the actual door, you're talking about what he had to do. Just put the door as a playable character in P3. The door that he had to seal. The door that has death behind it. Also, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Persona 3. His persona's just a door. Yeah, that's what happened. He just traded Orpheus for a door. That's his evolved form. But what kind of door would he be? Would he have a doorknob? Would he have a handle? Would he have a keyhole? These are the questions. What type of door? Would he be a wooden door? And then if he is a wooden door, what type of wood would he be?
Battle 1.
There's a lot you can tell about a person's psyche with wooden doors, apparently. God, you can do that for... You can delay that so much.
Just kidding. You're done.
Victory will not
Dorkun is balsa wood for sure. Reliable and strong as fuck.
Battle 2. Fight.
Dorkun should have been in this game instead of Geralt. Forget the fact that Geralt was an amazing move as a guest character. I don't particularly like the game he's from, therefore it was the wrong decision. Even though I totally agree it was the right decision. It was the wrong decision. Now to wait for everyone in the comments of the future VOD. Like, God knows how many years from now for blaming me for the fact that I don't really like Witcher 3 that much. Well, okay, to be fair, I've only played like an hour of it, but by God, movement in that game sucks. Movement in that game sucks. They might have improved it. They did do a lot of patches. But that's like the one thing I remember. It's just like, God, I hated the movement.
Just kidding.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Don't like The Witcher. You like for watching it, but not playing it. I remember when Andy was streaming it, and I watched a few of his streams of The Witcher. I kind of want to give it another go. I still own it. I still have my copy. I kind of want to give it another go eventually, but obviously, you know, it's one of those games which has like 150 hours worth of content. or Jade play it, but I have literally no inkling to play it at all.
Looks like I have
I have a little bit of an inkling. Like, I still want to, like, build my Geralt. And, like, I think some of the combat stuff is cool that you can do. And, you know, it's, like, my sort of, like, fantasy game. I have, like, a little bit of an inkling to play it, but, like, no time soon, you know? Shit. I'm gonna go for a kick. I mean, I guess that worked. Alright. Got one thing I've never done in this game, like enough, is use the kick button. I always just rely on horizontals and verticals. I always forget about kick. Like, and it's kind of one of those things about Soulcalibur. I never, like, okay, there's certain things I understand. Use horizontal attacks when they're trying to sidestep. Use vertical attacks to, like, start your big combos and get the most damage. I never know when I'm supposed to kick. Like, am I supposed to do it, like, more when I'm, like, close? Because it's usually a close range attack? I mean, that makes sense, right? Am I supposed to use it more than horizontal when I'm close? I don't know. That's kind of one of those things where I need someone who knows Soulcalibur to tell me how. I'm just gonna guard. Well, that didn't work. Ow. 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 Oh my god! Ah, that was dumb. God, I should not have won that. That was just dumb. That was just dumb during that last. God, I'm trying so hard to I'm trying so hard to get used to the neutral of this game. Obviously, neutral against CPUs is not the same as neutral against humans. God, but I'm remembering how weird I found it. Especially coming off of Tekken. It's so weird. And, like, not used to it at all. Especially having to use a guard button. It's like the main reason I don't like Mortal Kombat. Well, there's a few reasons I don't like Mortal Kombat. Well, don't like it as strong. I don't like it as much as other fighters. I think that's fair to say. Alright.
Stand. Fight.
I'm trying to think now, actually. Now that I mentioned it, what other games do people like that I don't particularly like? I mean, Sonic's always up there. I mean, Sonic's always a weird one because, you know, everyone acknowledges the bad games, but even the good games I don't... Well, no, that's a lie, because I do like, Generations and Colors. What other game do people like that I don't particularly like? I'm trying to think now. Which is the big one? That's a big one for a lot of people. But other than that, I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm usually pretty okay. Ah, damn! You stop guarding. Damn it, video game, I was trying to do cool shit! Okay, well, that works. Still haven't found a good way to combo. Well, I mean, other than standard launcher, I guess, but, need to try and figure out combo routes once, No, actually, no, what I need to do is let other people figure out the combo routes first, and then I steal them. That's what I need to do. Most of the games for me? Really? Do you mind sharing with us any games that are popular that you don't like? Just out of interest, it's all in the name. I'm curious to know. Actually, anyone in the chat right now, you know what? Give me your games that you don't like that are considered popular. I'm curious.
Battle 1. Fight!
I'm curious what the palette's like. Okay, let me see if I can get some. Halo? That's a pretty good one. Call of Duty? Well... Call of Duty, Call of Duty's, you know, a lot of people like to have fun hating on that one, so, you know. I think you're okay with that one. I don't think anyone's going to, start any, witch burns. Witch hunts. Don't like Dragon Age. All of them. Okay, yeah, that will start some fights with people. For the first game, absolutely, people will start fights with you on that one. 98% of FPSs? Yeah, but to be fair, at that point, you would be, you just don't like the genre. Like, you don't like, it's not even a hatred of the game, per se. It's more of a hatred of the genre. Or a dislike, I should say. Oh, Star Wars games, Smash Bros, all Lego games. What do you have against Lego games? Alright, that one I will fight you on. What do you have against Lego games? What do you have against motion sickness? You know, blame your motion sickness on everything. Bioshock and Dragon Age were mine, by the way. Bioshock. I like 3/4 of Bioshock 1. I think the final quarter is terrible. Especially, well, mainly the ending. I think the ending is absolute trash. One of the most disappointing endings to a game. See, I typically don't like platformers, but that's because I'm not a big fan of the genre. But I do still play platformers. Like, I love Shovel Knight. I really like Mario games. I like, I mean, I've mentioned Sonic already. I really like Donkey Kong Country, so, I mean, maybe I don't. Maybe I do like platformers. Maybe I'm just... Oh, wow. Seriously? That I don't even get a big ending boss? That's it? Oh. I was hoping I'd get to fight Inferno, but I guess not. Huh. Life is Strange, yeah, that's one. I don't mind watching people play that game. I do not like playing Life is Strange. Yeah, you know, that's one I'll kind of agree with you on, but again, that one's a very split one. Like, it definitely has its audience. It's not like... Yeah, I mean, I guess it does have universal acclaim. I warmed up to Gears of War. There was that time where I was like, man, Xbox sucks. PlayStation's where it's at, so I just kind of hated Xbox stuff without having a reason. But now I'm, you know, a decent person, so I don't do that. So I've warmed up to some of those franchises. Like, I've warmed up to Halo, I've warmed up to Gears of War, even though I haven't had many chances to play them. And those are, like, you know, critical acclaim for the most part. Oh, you don't like Wind Waker? Ah, and you don't like it because of the animation style. I mean, that was a big problem of the game for a lot of people when it first came out. Now it's a cult classic. A lot of people love Wind Waker. Ah, nah, I gotta disagree with you there. I love Wind Waker's art style. I think it's great. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite Zelda games. Don't like Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, that one's also... Yeah, I mean... I don't think it's so much universal acclaim anymore. A lot of people still really like it. I like it. And dislike it. It's a complicated relationship. It's definitely a love-hate deal. I think the turning point... Nah, it's not even the turning point, but one of my favorite moments is when, like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, where something happens to Goofy and then Mickey Mouse just says under his breath, "They'll pay for this!" And it's just like, oh no. This is a thing I'm watching right now, and it's trying to take itself seriously. You don't like Twilight Princess? Yeah, quite a few people don't like Twilight Princess. I can't believe... No, there has to be something else that I don't like, that people like. I always remember The Witcher, because every time I bring it up, someone says... I guess it's just been so long since I've just played a game which I wasn't, like, interested in. God, I don't know. I know there's others, and I just, for the life of me, cannot remember them. Overwatch? I don't like Overwatch that much. Or Hearthstone? No, actually, that's a lie. I like Hearthstone. I hate what it's become. I liked Hearthstone because I went, yeah, I could do goofy shit with card decks, and it's amazing. And then it took itself way too seriously, and I was like, oh, you just took all the fun out of it. Despite having cards that are still ridiculous, and Hearthstone has been, like, hemorrhaging players from what I understand. Anyway. But yeah, no, other than that, I just can't... Can't stand World of Warcraft. But that might be biased now, because I found my MMO. Don't like new Fallout? You mean Fallout 4? A lot of people had problems with it. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Critical acclaim. Critical acclaim games are weird. I mean, just of the way people rate games nowadays anyway. It's either absolute trash or it's the best of the best, no questions asked. Oh yeah, you know what? I got a controversial opinion. Devil May Cry 2. Can't stand that game. I know it's the highlight of the series. I know it's dearly beloved for its change in direction and change in character for Dante, but can't stand it. It's absolute trash, and I know people are gonna burn me at the stake for saying that. Everyone was super excited when they announced the port for Nintendo Switch. Games that I do like, too many. You know I beat that game, right? I beat that game on stream, in one sitting, because I didn't want to dedicate 2 sittings to it. I was dying. I was dying by the end. I was so dead. Even when there was a little bit of coolness at the end of that game, I didn't care. I was done. I was so done. Everyone else were cowards. Everyone else were cowards when, like, Devil May Cry 5 was coming out. And I was doing it to the announcement of Devil May Cry because, 5, because I knew it was going to get announced because it was the worst kept secret in the world. But yeah, no, I went Devil May Cry 1, and I'm like, we're doing Devil May Cry 2. Everyone else are cowards. I'll do it. I'll be the one. And then I did, and then I regretted it. But I did it. Oh, Burnout Paradise? That was a good game. I don't even like card games that much, but you know what? Burnout Paradise, I can make an exception for. Oh, I love that game. They actually, when they did the remaster for PS4, I was super surprised, and I bought it, and you know what? It was pretty good. It's like that and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit were my go-tos. And Need for Speed Undercover. Basically, any Need for Speed where I could break the law. Like, that's the ones I went to. Need for Speed Rivals was okay. I got that at launch with the PS4. I think it's Rivals I'm thinking of. I think that was the last decent one before they all went to absolute shit. Apparently Need for Speed Heat is okay. It's like the best it's been since Rivals, but, you know, that's not saying much. Saints Row 2 was my jam because I didn't know Burnout existed until last year. Onimusha series is pretty dope. Like, Onimusha 1, like, the remaster that they did for PS4 is great because, you know what? Analog control makes that game way more fun. It makes it broken as shit because you can just, like, circle strafe enemies for days. But holy god, it makes it fun. So I'm with you there. Onimusha is fun. I hope they remaster Onimusha 2 and give it the same treatment. SR2. SR. I think I'm being a dumbass. Do you mind telling me what SR stands for? I'm actually not entirely sure. Because my mind went immediately to Sonic Racing. Saints Row. Okay. Right, you were talking about Saints Row 2. You were agreeing with the compliment. My mind went straight to Sonic Racing. Saints Row was fine. I beat the third game. Fourth game came out and pretty much did the same thing, and then I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm good. And then I got Get Out of Hell for free as part of PS Plus. I played that game for 20 minutes, and then they were like, hey, you know there's like 1,000 collectibles around the city that you can collect in order to upgrade your character. And I went, you know what? I'm good. I'm not gonna play this game. Well, you know what? If Capcom has taught us anything, is that they're good at releasing a remaster of a game, and then a few years later, they're like, hey, you remember the remaster to that game that we released? How about you check this shit out? And then they are like, wabam. And then they're like, hello, that franchise, you know, that you liked? We're bringing it back. So, possibly a new anime? Now is the time to do it. Like, samurai games are becoming, like, super popular recently, and I'm more than down for that. Like, Sekiro came out, Ghost of Tsushima, which hopefully is still coming out. I haven't seen that game in a while. Neo is coming out next year. God, my brain is actually mush. What's DD? I actually, oh my god, come on. Come on, brain, work with me. I'm trying to put the pieces together. DD2. Dragon's Dogma, thank you. I knew it had to be Capcom related. I was going through all of the IPs in my head. I was like, Darkstalkers? No. Can't be Darkstalkers. The other one that begins with D, which I forgot. Devil May Cry. That's what it's called. Yeah, we're getting No More Heroes free. That prayer has been answered. I'm going to play through all of the No More Heroes games once we got a solid release date of when No More Heroes 3 is coming out. I'm totally going to cover that entire series. Fuck it. If I want to, I'll do a whole Suda. I'll do a whole Suda game rundown. I got a bunch to go through. I can do it. Yeah, and you're still waiting for Yokai Watch. That makes sense. His name's Pseudo. Pseudo-Wudo. God. So much good stuff coming out. Why does Neo 2 have to come out around Final Fantasy VII Remake time? Why? What did you think of Killer is Dead? If I played it, I really like Killer is Dead. I'm not gonna lie. It has problems, like the fact that it's got a fully established world that it doesn't want to tell us anything about. So you have to, like, go on a Wikipedia article to try and make heads or tails of what the fuck's going on. But other than that, combat's fun. I got the PC version and forced it to run at 60 frames per second. So, that's great. So yeah. I think it's a pretty good character action game. Isn't the most technical? Not by a long shot, but you know what? It's good fun. Like, Suda games are whack, but they're good fun. Like, what do I have? You know what? If you haven't guessed, we've done a pretty good job with stream stuff right now, so I think we can end things off around here. Also, you can check out my Shenmue. But, what have I got Suda-wise? I do have a few games on here. Where is it? I got... Now, obviously, you could technically say that some of these games aren't Suda, because they're just produced by him. Like, a lot of his games are... He's not the director. Like, No More Heroes, he's the director. But a lot of these games he mainly just produced. But, you know, I still think they have that pseudo weirdness to them, so they count. There's the Silver Case, which is totally pseudo and super weird. Also like a visual novel. Should be around here somewhere. Unless I already installed it, which I don't know why I would have installed it. Unless that was the right one, and it's just the sequel's called something else. Because I remember it having a really weird thumbnail. There it is, the Silver Case. Sorry, it's under the, because it's technically all one word. So it counts the as T. Oh god, that makes things complicated. For no reason. Sorry, that strikes a nerve with me. God, you know when you're just trying to sort out, like, your boxes, and it's like, alright, do I count the as T, or do I just ignore the entirely and go for the next word? So do I put the King of Fighters under K for King of Fighters? Do I put it under T for the King of Fighters? And then you got Zelda, which is an entirely different question entirely. Do I put Zelda under Z for Zelda? Do I put it under V for Viva Legend of Zelda? Or do I put it under L for Legend of Zelda? These are the trials and tribulations that haunt me on a day-to-day basis. Ugh, I don't want to think about that. That's too real right now. Chicolo mode, best side mode in game. I'm not sure if I call it the best, but it's certainly a side mode. Killer 7 recently came out for PC also, so now there's a good way to play that game in HD. So I could totally cover that game as well. Fave game you want to play if they made it the way you want it? I mean, at that point you might as well just make your own game. Like, yeah, honestly, at that point, you might as well just make your own game and just, like, come up. Trying to take a look. What else have I got from Suda? Got Killer 7. There was a Weird Net game on PS3, which I never got, which was, like, the Black Knight, which he produced also. I got Lollipop Chainsaw. That's a game I want to cover. Oh boy, I've been looking for an excuse to cover that game. Yeah, Killer is Dead, Killer 7. Lollipop Chainsaw was only on PS3 and 360. Never came to PC. I think that's the only games they released for PC. Can't think of any others. Anyway. Actually, no, I think the Silver Case and its sequel came to PC also. But yeah. Suda's a weird guy. So is Swery. They're both making a game together now. Which led to my favorite conversation ever of they live streamed them just making game, like, dev ideas, like, live on camera. And their reasoning for doing it was every time they tried to meet up and do it beforehand, they would just get drunk and just forget about what they talked about. So they even wanted to have a live video recording that they could look back upon and be like, oh yeah, that's what we talked about. And the current game idea they have right now is a game called Hotel Barcelona. And they called it that because they wanted an excuse to go to Barcelona. There's Let It Die. That's the other game that they did. That Suda produced also. Which was the free-to-play one. Which I played a little bit. It was fun, but I never dedicated time to it. Should be around here. There it is. I wonder if it's still going. I wonder if you could play it single player. I think it was mostly single player anyway. Like, there was a little bit of a, online component, which I somewhat remember. Might be excuse to, download that again and see if I can, make some headway in it. Dude, Shenmue. The Shenmue theme's so cool. Every time you go down and then back up, it changes, shows like the in-game model of the characters, but more importantly, it shows like their concept art. It looks so awesome. Who else have they got? There's Landy. I think next was Ren. Yep, there's Ren. Then next was Jian, I think. Yeah, there she is. She's badass. God, how many do they have? There's Shenhua. That has to be the last one, right? And then back to Rio? Yeah, back to Rio. Oh, it's so sick. Is this the Shenmue free theme? No. This is, this was a free one that came out for Shenmue 1 and 2 HD Collection. Which is why they use their HD models from the games. But yeah, I think that's enough talking for now, chat. I got work tomorrow. I need to get up early, so we're gonna end things off here. So sorry that we couldn't get as many online matches that I wanted to, for various reasons. I'm convinced that it's not my internet. I'm wired. I had a good, stable connection. Checked it online. Everything was good. There were no dips. Everyone else just sucks. Everyone sucks but me. But anyway, regardless. That's the last fighting game thing for a while, so next stream I will be available to do will be a couple days from now, which will be Resonance of Fate, since we need to continue with that game. And then after that, it should be back to Shenmue 3, because we were playing that game, and then things happened. So we will make our way through that game also. Hopefully on the Sunday. That's when I'm hoping to do it. So keep an eye out for that. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep now so I can rest up and be a responsible person so I can wake up in the morning to go to work. Probably Thursday or Friday. Like, those are the days. Those are the days that I'll have free time to do it. Yeah, I will try. I mean, what's what? It is what it is. But it does pay them bills, so you know what? I'll take it. Anyway, see you guys then. Goodbye.